Hello, I'm SMB Collector. Today we're going to unbox some more bins of Mario stuff, so make sure to check out the introduction videos that explain how we got here, as well as the first 4 unboxing videos. Now, let's get started. First up, we have some ultra detail figures. This line represented the individual art styles of various games, this one for the arcade game Mario Bros. It depicts how Mario looked on the arcade's bezel, and later on the Famicom port's box art. Here we see other figures in the line. Dated 2015. And then we have Luigi from the same game. They make a great set when you have the two together. Then Mario holding a super mushroom from Super Mario Bros. All the sculpts on these are really outstanding. On the back, we see different figures than the other package showed. Then a figure that was sorely absent from my collection, but I'm happy to have now, is Tanuki Mario from Super Mario Bros. 3. Moving on, we've got this pack of Super Mario Bros. Christmas gift stickers. There's 14 inside here. This one shows Mario climbing a beanstalk and putting a superstar on a Christmas tree. And this one shows him flying around in a sleigh like Santa, but being pulled by Koopa Paratroopas instead of reindeer. Continuing with winter-related items, we have the snowy-themed Super Mario Bros. Puzzle from 1991. It displays a unique piece of artwork, probably commissioned for this specifically. There's a Lakitu with a leashed Spiny, like on the game's Famicom box art. Made by Playtime, and no, not that Playtime company, but a different one from Holland. It shows Mario skiing with Princess Peach on his back, engaging in an all-out snowball fight against the Koopa tribe. Some of the artwork, like this Piranha Plant and this Koopa Troopa, are lifted from other sources, but most of it seems original, like this Bullet Bill with that strange-looking arm. The sides show a couple pictures from other puzzles they made. And another puzzle. There's that swiped Koopa Troopa I was just talking about. And this is the Famicom box art, so there's that Lakitu and Spiny I mentioned. This one's made by Milton Bradley, who also made a bunch of other puzzles, but they don't advertise them on the sides like that previous company did. Dated 1988. A few more puzzles, starting with this Mario Party Visual Echo 3D puzzle. There's a lenticular part in the front, which is what I think the puzzle itself is like. Here are some of the other designs they had. Dated 2006. Made by Hobbyco. There were even more puzzles in this set than just what the box shows. Maybe this is Series 1 or something, but I remember there was also a Mario Power Tennis one, a couple of Mario Kart DS ones, and more. Then a new Super Mario Bros. Wii puzzle. This one's cool because I had one that I found at a garage sale, but it was open, so this one's a nice upgrade since it's still sealed. It's made by USAopoly, dated 2010. This last jigsaw puzzle looks pretty legit for a moment there, but then you realize it has Super Mario Galaxy 2 artwork, and yet it's being advertised as a Super Mario Sunshine product, and randomly features Mario Party 6 artwork. So yeah, this is unlicensed, but it's still pretty cool. Then a different sort of puzzle, it's this slide puzzle, but it's randomly shaped like a soda can. Luckily this one's already solved, because I'm really horrible at these, I'd never be able to get it back in order. Super Mario World. Dated 1993. Over here it has some slightly more obscure enemies, especially Little Sparky. I don't feel like you see those around very often at all. I believe this is from Europe. From puzzles to board games, here's another European item, the 1992 Super Mario Bros. Board game by Waddingtons. Some unusual artwork here. We have a weird looking mushroom person, but then a contrasting toad looking more like he does in the Super Show. Then this classic picture of Luigi, but they altered his mouth to be happy instead of the more concerned expression he usually has. Here's what the game looks like. I wish I had time to do an in-depth video about this, but here's something I noticed on the inside that's worth pointing out. There's these game pieces that use common vintage artwork, but on the back they attempted to draw what the characters would look like from a back view. Not to be mean, but they did a pretty terrible job. Same with Mario, very iconic picture of him, but then, the back is just so off. If you've been keeping up with my videos, then you'll probably know that this next item is a big deal to me. It's the Dr. Mario board game. But the one that I've been praising in previous videos had a different box, and was actually made by Waddington's, the company that made that Super Mario Bros. Board game. But this one is from Tiger Electronics. So my educated guess is that the other one was a European version, and this is a North American version. Seeing that the other Dr. Mario board game made it onto my top 10 favorite collectibles list, it's pretty safe to say this one ranks pretty high too. I'm a big fan of Dr. Mario, a big fan of Mario toys and games, and a big fan of vintage stuff. It's the perfect mix. Next, we have this Mario Kart Wii novelty license plate. It says, "Mario, get behind the wheel." 2008. It's made of plastic. Here's an item that I'm way more fond of than is probably justifiable, but here are the instructions for it first. It's a Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Sing-along AM radio. So here it is. It's so colorful and simple. It just feels like something that a kid would get so they could just relish in their love of Mario, rather than something made just to abuse a nostalgic collector's disposable income. Dated 1989 by Playtime Products. No, not that Playtime, and definitely not that Playtime. Over here we have the on and off dial, which is also the volume knob, and then the tuning dial. Over here we have the microphone, the little plug here that goes into the headphone jack, and on the back we have the battery compartment. Just look at that art. Mario riding around in a jalopy, running over a Koopa Parachupa for some reason. Then a somewhat similar item, the Radio Boy, an AM/FM radio shaped like a Game Boy. I actually made a video about this back in the day, and I remember mentioning how this earring here is colored like Yoshi for some reason. Maybe they thought it was a baby Yoshi or something. Everyone's enjoying the radio. You got Lakitu, you got Mario, you got Yoshi, and of course the Erie, but for some reason the Goomba doesn't get to listen. But if the radio isn't your thing, how about cassettes? This is the Cassette Boy, a portable cassette player like the classic Walkman. Made by the same company that made the Radio Boy. I wish this was in package instead, since I don't have that yet, but do have the Radio Boy packaged. Here's Mario. He's like wearing a baseball cap instead of his usual plumber's cap. Continuing with handheld technological device thingies, we have this camera. This is for Super Mario 64. It's an actual film camera. You put the film in here. And here's a wrist strap for it too. Another consumer gadget, the Super Mario Bros. Telephone, which I know I made a video about, but when I went to reference it to see which color of phone I had, I couldn't find the video on my channel. But then I went to the playlist it'd be on, and there it is. I checked and the video is public, so I don't understand what's going on there. YouTube, why are you hiding my video? It had some good jokes in it. But anyways, here's this phone. It came in red, blue, and green, and unfortunately the red one is indeed the one I had already. I was hoping this was one of the two I still needed. If you'd like to know more about this piece, then maybe you'll be able to find my video about it. Who knows? Now for some watches. First, this oh so cool Super Mario Bros. Watch, still in package and everything. I think this is from Europe. Dated 1992. Then this 1997 holographic watch. This is from BD&A, the company best known for their Little Beanbag plush. There's a holographic Ween Mario on the face. Look at that. That 3D effect is actually a lot more convincing than I thought it'd be. Moo, then a couple watches from 2015. These are from AccuTime Watch Corporation, which has made an unholy amount of Mario watches. These have fancy light-up displays. Made of a rubbery material on the outside here. So this one shows a bunch of different Mario characters, and this one just shows Yoshi's. Now prepare yourselves, we've got some bootleg watches. They come in these flimsy little cardboard boxes with the new Super Mario Bros. Logo on them, but the new portion is edited out for whatever reason. Inside, Oh man, this just looks incredibly low quality. Feels even worse. There's Mario Party DS artwork on the face there, and then Super Mario 64 written on the band rather tackily. This unapologetically cheap pillow thing it's displayed on. So classy. There's 5 of these total. Here's a new Super Mario Bros. One. A different new Super Mario Bros. One. One showing Mario and Luigi. And then a Super Mario Sunshine one. I think the bands have all been the same on these. Then this thing is epic. I should have started the video with this. A Super Mario Bros. 2 cartoon creator. So inside you get this flipbook pad of paper, and then a special stamp of Mario that can be adjusted to make him in different poses, and you can make your own short animation that way using the ink pad and flipbook. You also get stamps of Mauser and Luigi, who's wearing a mechanic outfit or racing gear and holding a checkered flag. Here's the ink pad. And the Mario stamp, of course. Instructions on the back here. This is made by Nasta, which is the same company that made the Super Mario Bros. 2 wind-ups. Here's a Club Nintendo pin set. It's got a bunch of pinback buttons for Super Mario Bros. This is when they were celebrating the 25th anniversary of the game, which feels like just yesterday. This is the Japanese version. I have the North American version already, but I didn't have this yet. And another Japanese Club Nintendo reward, this 8-bit Mario plush, or a Dot Mario cushion as they call it. Jakks Pacific made a really similar plush. I feel like it might be a little bit smaller, but yeah, this is the Club Nintendo one. This one's sort of significant to me. It's the Super Mario seat cover for Cars. In my September 2021 Favorites of the Month video, I actually showed the pre-production approval sample that I got of this item. But I was reaching out to people trying to see if anyone had the actual production version, and I never found one. But here we go, now I have both versions. Up next, the Super Mario plush throw by Franco. I get a lot of the bedding they make, but I don't think I had this one yet. They just produce too much stuff so I can't buy it all. It's actually kind of funny when something this mundane appears in this collection from Scott, because usually everything's so awe-inspiring and there's lots of Actually, wait. This is the Canadian version, so I for sure didn't have this yet. Man, right when I'm trying to say that this has nothing special to it, turns out to be a cool foreign item. Ah, these are just so cool! Famicom glass. Glasses that purportedly reduce the exposure of your eyes to various rays and things, making it more comfortable for you to stare at a screen playing Famicom all day. This is one of those awe-inspiring items I was just talking about. Then a set of 28 supersized Nintendo dominoes. It comes in a lunchbox style tin. Made by Sababa Toys, 2004. The whole presentation is a lot like a Nintendo Uno set that was also made. And like that domino set, here's another lunchbox style tin. This one originally held accessories for the Wii. The inner plastic tray that held those is still in there. Now let's move on to a bunch of VHS tapes and DVDs. First is this Yoshi's Island one. This is a not-for-resale tape that Nintendo would send out to promote their then upcoming game. This one's got this piece of tape here that says Don's Tape, and I know tape refers to the VHS tape, but I'd like to think some guy named Don just stuck this here and he was like, see this tape? Well, I'm Don and this is my piece of tape. It's Don's Tape. Next, some Super Mario Bros. Super Show videotapes. This one is the Great BMX Race. King Mario of Cramelot. Count Cupula. And Koopa Claus. And then a couple for the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon. This one's Mind Your Mummy Mommy Mario. Try saying that 5 times fast. Never Coop a Koopa. I never understood what that phrase meant, but like 2 seconds ago it finally hit me that it's probably a play on words of never dupe a Koopa. Was I the only one, or were you in the same boat? Let me know in the comments. Moving on to the DVDs and back to the Super Show, we have Mario of the Deep, Mario Spellbound, and Showdown in Brooklyn. And then these next two have the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario World cartoons on them. This one's titled Mario Bros. Mix. It says limited edition, but I'm guessing all of these were limited editions, so it probably doesn't make it any more special. Koopa Chronicles. Then Volume 1 of the complete Super Mario Bros. Super Show series on DVD. As well as Volume 2. I wanted an open copy of this so I could watch it, but now modern TVs can't even display DVDs without looking like trash. DVDs aren't that obsolete. Couldn't they have included like a DVD mode on new TVs to just make the picture look the way it did on the CRT TVs? Really irritates me. Can't jump ship from a format that's still being sold in stores. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. The complete series of The Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3. I remember marking my calendar for these box sets and going to Best Buy the day they came out to buy them. Good times. Here are some PAL region box sets. These ones are from Australia. This is the Super Mario Bros. Collection. I believe these are licensed just by a budget company, but their graphic design sure doesn't separate them much visually from the bootleg DVDs you can find for sale at conventions. I think it's just the presentation of it all though, like the slapped together 80s assets and the gaudy shiny box. And the Super Mario World Collection, a matching 3-disc set. The other box was only of episodes from the Adventures of Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon, and this one is all from the Super Mario World cartoon. Then a sealed copy of Super Mario All-Stars, the 25th anniversary version for the Wii. This included a CD, a history booklet, and a port of the Super Mario All-Stars game for the Super Nintendo, all in this nifty outer box. He also had a spare box of the bonus content from that set. It contains the book and the CD. Here's the track listing from the CD, including songs and sound effects. We are nearing the end now, but here are some fun vintage items from a company called Largo. First, a Super Mario Bros. Water teaser, a little handheld puzzle type game. It's got water in there and all these little balls you need to maneuver into the slots. It says hours of challenging fun, but I have to call into question that statement. There's no way this could last you hours of having fun. It says there's 4 in the set. The next one isn't water-based, but instead it's a target game in the same realm as pinball. It has tiny ball bearings that you launch out of here and try landing in these magnetic areas. Again, hours of fun. This one, you might be able to get an hour tops, but several hours? I don't know about that. Here's a loose one I have too. I don't know how I noticed this, but on the back it says Made in China, and the ends are backwards for some reason. So weird. And then here's a similar one. You get a few less characters and another picture of Bowser on here. This one's Magnetic Fun and this one's Knockdown Gallery. It has these little flaps on the end that you try to knock down with the ball bearings and that same launching mechanism. Let's see if this has that blunder. Yep, the ends are backwards again. And then the last Largo game I have is another Knockdown Gallery, but this time yellow. And yeah, the ends are still backwards. And one last ball bearing game. I don't see any markings on it saying who made it this time. All it has is a sticker that says Made in China, but at least the ends are in the correct orientation this time. So just a simple maze game. Lots of nice art that appears to be hand-drawn. You can really notice it in the details like these mushrooms here. I'm just looking around to make sure I didn't miss anything, but I'm pretty sure that's it for today. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We still have lots to go through. We're not even at the halfway point, let alone close to the end of it, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming parts in the series. If you have any feedback or anything, make sure to leave a comment, and go ahead and give the video a like while you're at it. I hope you'll be here again next time. Thanks for watching.